Hello, Ms. Lopez. Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you for fitting me in today.
Is it okay if I call you Cindy?
Yes.
Well, Cindy, before we get started, I want you to know that everything we discuss today will be strictly private and confidential.
Okay.
Today, this session will last approximately 30 minutes. I'm going to ask you a few questions, and I want you to answer me as honestly and best as you can. You're in a no judgment zone. Are you ready to get started? Why don't you start off by telling me what brought you into the office today?
Well, I want to be back in heaven in my relationship with my boyfriend. We've been together about 5 years. We have one child that's 1 year old. I love my family, but this past year, my boyfriend has become extremely verbally abusive towards me.
Have he ever hit you?
No, he's never hit me, but he calls me ugly and fat. I don't know how much more of his verbal abuse I can take. I mean, he wasn't always like this.
He calls you ugly and fat. Is he verbally abusive to you in front of your daughter?
No, he loves our daughter. When the kids are around, he's always nice to me. But when he drinks and they're gone with family, then he gets mad at me and starts calling me all these ugly names. I really need you to tell me what to do.
Can you tell me what's going on when he gets mad and starts becoming verbally abusive towards you?
Well, this usually happens when he's been drinking. He comes in from work, comes home, have 2 or 3 beers, and the least little thing I do, or that he doesn't like, I'm stupid, I'm dumb, I'm ugly.
You love your family, but when your boyfriend drinks, he starts to become verbally abusive towards you and call you names, but not in front of your daughter. And this has only been going on for about a year. Do you think he's an alcoholic?
No, but I'm concerned his drinking could lead to bigger problems. That's why I need you to help me now.
Well, can you describe your life before all the verbal abuse started?
Things are great. It was like we were living in heaven. We would go out, have date night every Saturday. We would even go to a club or two, hang out with our friends. And we had sex. We had a lot of sex. Can you please tell me what to do to get back in heaven with Mark? Doctor, what do you want me to do? I just want to get back to heaven. I want things to go back to where they used to be.
Well, it's very clear to me that you love your boyfriend and you want your relationship to work. Can you tell me what's the difference now from 1 or 2 years ago?
Well, before I had my daughter, I was like a size 6. Now I'm like a 16. Like I said before, we used to go out, we used to have date night, but now I'm always tired from work. He sometimes make little comments about me not wearing makeup and dressing sexy anymore. But I'm tired from working and cooking for him and our daughter and cleaning the house.
Okay, well, Cindy, what is different about Mark from a year ago?
Well, he's gained some weight too. I mean, he's put on a little weight since he's been drinking more beers and then the verbal abuse. That's the difference.
Cindy, I was once in a relationship with this guy, and at the time I thought it was great. Well, at least that's what was in my mind. Until I noticed the distance and the way that he was treating me. He wasn't treating me the same way that he was when we first met. So I sat down, I wrote down everything about our relationship that had changed. Everything that had changed about me, everything that had changed about him. And after looking over that list, what I realized is that I had changed. I wasn't the same woman that he met and fell in love with.
So maybe we could try something together like we used to.
That's a good start. Is there anything about yourself that you would like to see change?
Well, I would like to see myself get back down to a size 6 for me and for my family. And it wouldn't hurt for me to start wearing a little makeup again.
Okay. Well, those are some great first steps, Cindy. And, you're a beautiful lady and you're smart. I believe that you're willing to put the work in for your relationship. Why don't you consider asking, Mark to take a walk around the block in the evening for a little exercise?
Yeah, maybe we do need to get out the house more. I guess I could start by putting on a little makeup and changing my hair too.
I think that would be great. So for the next 2 weeks, until we meet again, I would like for you to keep a journal. I want you to write down everything that you do that's different from the norm. And I also want you to track if Mark notices the changes, and I want you to track, the difference in the way that he treats you once you guys, maybe take a walk or do something a little different. Now, if anything happens and you need to see me before then, I'm just a phone call away.
Okay, thank you. I wasn't looking at things from Mark's view. I really want things to go back to the way they used to, and I'll put in the work.
I know you will. I see the determination in your eyes. Well, our 30 minutes is up, and remember, I'm just a phone call away. I believe that we did some great progress today. Stop by Samantha's desk to make your appointment from 2 weeks from today.
Okay. Thank you, and I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Okay, see you in 2 weeks.
Thank you.